Hey, what's up, my beautiful people? It's your boy Devo's Motivational back with another day trading spy recap. Real quick, I want to say thank you all for all the likes, the comments, subscribes. Thank you guys for all of y'all. Thank all of you guys for sticking with me through the journey. Thank all of you guys who are with me and supporting me. Okay, I love every single one of y'all. And real quick, um, we have some very good news actually. So you guys know how I was telling you guys how I was down big. I think it was about 2, 3 videos ago. I don't know why that video ran up so much in views. I don't know why. Like I've had videos where I've had good trades, and that video I just talked about me losing upwards of $400, and that video ran up for some reason. I don't know, but thank you guys for the views and thank you guys for the support. Everybody was with me, but we have good news. So you guys know how I said I lost a lot of that money. A lot of it was because of the New York Stock Exchange. They didn't close out people's trades, and so now they are refunding us. And my broker is basically sending in, like he said something. He's sending in something, and we're supposed to be getting our refund. So excuse my good people, we're getting refunded on that. So that is a good thing. Getting our getting our loss back. So we lost $194 on that, but we were only supposed to lose $52, and so they refunded it us. Is refunding me back $142. So that is good. So basically, I told you guys I revenge traded, and I know I messed up, and I've been doing a lot of soul searching on it to not do that because I know I have the skills to make the money in trading, but you have to have the discipline in order to keep the money, okay? Because the discipline is going to keep you from revenge trading. The discipline is going to stop you from not following your strategy. The discipline is going to make you be patient for everything to line up. And so I'm knowing that, and and I've been knowing that, of course, but I'm knowing that, and since I really just like took this hit, because remember last week I was up 300. Well, last week I really made $560, but I lost two trades, and so remember on that one that I gambled. So I would have been up over $500 if I didn't gamble on that put for Nvidia, right? I mean, it was a risk. It was a big risk. It could have paid off, but it didn't, and so I was only up $330 last week, right? I revenge traded this week. Um, Let myself spiral out with emotions. And so basically, last week, I just didn't make anything. Basically, I broke even with that 52, and then the revenge trade that it was around like $280 that I lost with the revenge trade. Okay. Not my proudest moment, not happy moment, because I tell you guys that not to revenge trade. I try to tell you guys and preach you guys discipline, and I messed up on my disciplines. But I'm knowing that I took that hit. That hurt a lot. I was telling you guys like that hurt, and so I'm bouncing back. So basically, we just didn't make nothing last week, basically because we lost because of that revenge trade, and then the minus $52. Basically, didn't make anything last week, and so basically just break even last week, and now this week we're basically starting fresh. And what did we do? We pocketed $200 this week on a Friday. So this week we really didn't have any good trades, right? We didn't really have any trades besides that revenge trade, which was on Tuesday, and then that minus $52, which was also on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, we didn't have any trades, and Friday we ended off with a banger. I take those two trades earlier in the week and I just throw them into last week because last week I made like $330 again, and so it just breaks even last week. So basically, this week I'm up $200. Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys how. So you guys remember yesterday in my recap, I was telling you guys what I wanted to see, right? So I said we do have this big gap down here that I believe that we want to fill, and I was like, also, I said we had this big gap I want to fill. We broke down and we got bought up right at this area of this was the area of resistance and made it an area of support, right? And so I was like, okay, excuse my good people. That is a excuse me. Okay, so this is awesome because I literally broke this. Please, guys, if you didn't watch my video yesterday, please watch that video because it literally leads into this video. I was telling you guys what I was looking for, what I wanted to see, and I was like, if price action does this, I'm gonna do this. If price action does this, I'm gonna take this trade, write it down for these profits like this, and it literally played out exactly how I told you guys I wanted, right? And so that is discipline, waiting for your strategy, being patient the whole day, waiting for the setup, being patient through the whole breakdown phase. 'Cause remember, it's not just a straight line down, but being patient for the whole breakdown phase, and just trusting your strategy, trusting your risk to reward, and capitalizing on it, right? And not oversizing. Because I only traded with one contract, but let's just get into it, okay? So please, again, if you didn't watch last video so you can watch this video and see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna break down what I'm talking about, but you'll be able to appreciate what I'm saying if you watch last video, okay? Love every single one of y'all. All right, so now I seen that we use this as area support. I was like, okay, if we use this as area support, price is gonna want to come down. I already feel like price wants to come down and fill this gap for one. For two, if we use this as support, we know price likes to hunt liquidity. If you use this as an easy support, let's see if it wants to sweep support. You see what I'm saying? And so, like, okay, so we have this big, huge red candle down, right? I was telling you guys yesterday, this huge red candle down. So that means there's a bunch of fair value gaps in the 1 minute, right? So if you have a huge candle like this, if you have a huge candle like this, that is a fair value gap. You see what I'm saying? A huge 5 minute candle like this, there are a bunch of fair value gaps in the lower time frame. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So in like the 1 hour, say like the 1 hour, whenever you have a huge 1 hour candle, imagine how many fair value gaps you have in the 5 minute, the 15 minute, and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So how, look at this huge candle down. Oh my goodness, 591 to 584 candle. Jesus Christ. So this is 1 hour, right? The 1 hour time frame. So if I go to my 15 minute, see if I can go to that exact same candle. You see how it's two of these candles now, right? Now if I go to my 5 minute, if I go to my 5 minute, you see now it has all these other fair value gaps. Right? So you see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's basically what I'm just trying to show down. Whenever you, and if you have these big candles in your like bigger time frames, in your smaller time frame, you're gonna have these fair value gaps. You see what I'm saying? So my 5 minute, I was telling you guys, okay, I want to see the pullback into this huge red candle, right? So I scaled down to my 1 minute to show the exact fair value gap that I wanted the entry in to. So I told you guys, I was like, okay, I want to see price retrace into this fair value gap right here, right? But I was like, if you're bearish, you want to get a pullback to your highest fair value gap, right? If you're bullish, you want to get a fair value gap to your lowest fair value gap. You see what I'm saying? Excuse my good people. So when we retraced into this one, I was like, I wanted price to retrace a little bit more. Okay, I was probably a little greedy, but being a little greedy actually paid off, right? Because look, and then I even showed y'all my risk to reward. I would have it at the top of this swing, right? This is also a resistance area. It's also at the top of my fair value gaps, right? My stop loss is at the top of my fair value gaps because we have all these fair value gaps right here. This is at the top of that big red candle, right? My entry was up here. And my profits was all the way down here, baby. So beautiful, right? And I was telling you guys, I wanted to see how price was reacting off of this one, and it gave a nice reaction. Wick. It was struggling, then it broke down, right? And I didn't get in on that one. I did not get in on that one. I was like, man. Whenever it started breaking down, I was like, man. I was like, did I miss it? I was like, I just told y'all what I wanted to see. I was like, man, did I miss it? But I was like, no. Excuse me, good people. I'm not gonna trend chase when it started just falling right here. And they know I'm not gonna trend chase. Price is gonna play around. It's gonna give me some type of other entry, right? So when it was coming up here, right? Let me delete this so I can just have it out the way. So when it started struggling up, I was like, okay, this could be giving me another entry. Started struggling up here, and it just didn't look like it was trying to turn around, right? So then it boom broke up, right? Boom broke up again, got wicked down, feeling this. So I was telling you guys yesterday how there's no fair value gap right here. There's no fair value gap right here, but price can still retreat into this area and touch it as like a liquidity area, okay? Like it's not a fair value gap. You don't call that a fair value gap, but price can still retrace into those, okay? But what did I tell you guys I would be looking for as well? This fair value gap up here, right? This fair value gap up here. But why I took the one right here? So whenever price actually wicked and broke down some and it struggled right here, this is exactly where I got in at this white candle right here is where I got in. And then I wrote it all the way down. So that was a what? A 3-to-1 risk to reward, right? So that's perfect. That's beautiful. And so I was like, okay, whenever it had wicked up there, I still was like, man, it touched this area. That's not really a feel of a fair value gap. We have a little fair value gap up here. But I was like, I'm not going to be greedy and miss the trade, right? I was like, I could still get in right here. And I have my stop loss on the top. So I don't have to be too greedy on one in the top entry. You know what I'm saying? I can get in at this one because this is a very good entry right here, right? This is a very good entry right here. And if it wants to come up and touch this one, it still won't stop me out. And then if it wants to break down, that would be beautiful. What did it do? It touched that candle. I got in right here. Basically, as soon as after I got in, it boom, 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 started breaking down. It was struggling a little bit. It was struggling a little bit. Then boom, 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 broke up. Boom, 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 boom. And this is where I messed myself up. So up here, I only bought one contract, right? I was playing it safe. I only bought one contract for 150 bucks exact, right? And when we got down here, that's when I bought three more contracts, right? When we were down here, because I was like, okay, whenever we wicked up, I was like, okay, now we created equal lows. That was my whole plan, okay? Keep in mind, that was my whole plan in the beginning. Like, I'm gonna buy one contract down right up here and see what price does. If it breaks down close to here and creates like a wick, that is awesome. That is because that is creating an equal low, and we know price is going to take out the equal low. So okay, if it creates an equal low and gives some type of reaction up, I'm going to buy more contracts. It literally did that, and it created that equal low, bounced up, started breaking down again. I bought three more contracts right around right here, right? Because I was like, okay, it's going to break down. It started breaking down, and I just closed them out way too quick. Why? Because I was over leveraged, right? Because that's still not following disciplines, right? Because yes, what I was thinking was very smart, but you don't ever know what price is going to do, right? You suspect what price should do and could do and usually does, right? Like these equal lows, equal highs, like easy, right? Like I felt so confident in the trade, but to buying three more contracts on top of one contract already in, on top of me being down so much in the week already, that is very risky. You see what I'm saying? So I have four contracts in. Maybe if I wasn't down so much money already in the week, right? Remember, I mean, it kind of cancels out last week, just break even last week, but still, I mean, this is still like a fresh week, and you still have to take account that you're down so much already this week. And to put four more contracts in, it's just very risky, right? And I probably should let them ride. You know, I'm probably coping with myself. I probably should let them ride and break all of this down, and I would have profited probably about 200 bucks on those three contracts, along with the $167 that I profited on that one contract, right? But we're gonna get more into it. So I probably should have let it ride, but I closed it early when it broke down right here and broke this low right here. That's whenever I called it up 33 bucks, right? But it was better for me because whenever I bought those three more contracts, my heart started racing. So it was better for me to like, all right, you know, I only have one contract in. If it wants to break up and go all the way against me, I'm fine with that, you know? And so that's just kind of what I was. I was thinking about the loss more than the win, right? It would have been a huge win on the day, right? It could have been very good. But $200 on the day still isn't bad, right? And so that's where this is just the beginning. That's what I'm showing you guys. This is just the beginning. You gotta see how I'm getting better and better every single day. And I'm going to be disciplined on trading because you guys see how I'm getting better and better at these entries and how I'm able to make the money. Like I'm able to make the money now. My disciplines are messing me up and I'm not able to keep the money. But I'm going to start keeping the money. Next week, I'm not coming to you guys saying I revenge traded or broke any rules. Next week, I'm coming to you guys with clean entries, good exits, good profit taking. And next week is going to be our first $1,000 week on YouTube, okay? And so you guys know my weekly goal is $1,000, and next week is going to be our first $1,000 week on YouTube, okay? Mark that, all right? And so it broke down, boom, 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 broke structure. The only thing I was targeting was these lows, right? But I was letting my winner run. We broke through. We kept breaking through. We had a little pause in this candle. I was like, I'm not going to call it yet. I'm going to let price ride till the wheels fall off. I need to let my winners run. Boom, 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 boom. Broke down. Boom, boom, boom. Got wicked up. We started breaking down a little bit, and then we started getting wicked up, and I called it. I called my trade, right? It could have kept breaking down, but it was showing me wicks, struggling. And so I called it up. Let me pull up my Robinhood real quick. I just want to show you guys because that was a banger of a trade, and that was 111% on my contract. Okay, do you guys understand how big that is? 111%. That means how whatever contract you bought, if I bought 5 contracts for $150, I would have made 111%. So no matter what money I put in on that trade, I would have doubled it up. That's why a good risk to reward is so crucial, because if I would have got stopped out, I probably would have been stopped out about 50, $60, right? But I made 2.6. Okay, just say if I made, because I'm not sure exactly how much I would have been stopped out, but let's just say maybe it would have been about 50, $60. Let's just say 55. It's a 2.62. And actually, since it broke all the way down here, and that's when I caught profit, it's actually a 3-to-1. 55 times 3. Literally, that's perfect. $165. I made $167. So that's literally perfect. So you see how the risk to reward, whatever I'm gonna lose, just like I lost $52 on that day, I can make that back, and I'm gonna make that back 2-3 times. You know what I'm saying? So that's why your risk to reward is so crucial for your trading, and that is really what's going to set you apart from being unprofitable to profitable. Because whenever you lose $100, but whenever you win, you only make $50. You could be right 60% of the time, and you're still going to be negative. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why a good risk to reward is like very important. Okay. And so I made 111% on those contracts, and $167. I told you on those 3 contracts, I made $33. So that is $200 on the day. So that is awesome. And then I told you guys I'm getting reimbursed the $142 that, the New York Stock Exchange glitched. And keep in mind, it's not just me. I don't want you guys to just think it's me. It was everybody that traded between those times. Like, I think it was 10:14 to like 10:28. So anybody who traded during those times had a glitch with their contracts and filling orders. And so getting reimbursed for that. So that was a pretty good week. We weren't able to come out with the trade yesterday. Had a busy late day yesterday, but I was destined to come in this morning and get it out for you guys. All right. Let's just go over the data that we. So please, guys, if you have any questions about my trades or like how I'm doing it, please, guys, drop comments and questions, because I love to answer questions. I love to answer comments. Please give me some video ideas. I have market structure videos. It is a lot to make the market structure videos, a lot of notes to go over, but I am willing to do that. Like, my first video was on market structure, was kind of like my first video on YouTube, so that's why it was a little harder, but now I feel like it'll be a little easier for me to do and break down. But please, guys, let me know if you have any questions and comments on what you want me to do and what you guys need help with, because I'm getting better every single day, guys. And this is just the beginning. Like, I'm literally so excited about trading because I see myself getting better. I see my entries getting better, my risk to rewards getting better. Because keep in mind, in the beginning, you guys would see how I would bail out of these trades with $50, $60. And now I'm getting these full take profits, these full 3 to 1s, these full 2.5 to 1s. And you guys are seeing me completely like kill these trades, right? And you guys are seeing me make these silly decisions that are setting me back. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm not going to work on. That's what I'm not going to do anymore. That's what I know I got to cut out, because I want to be a profitable trader. And doing that, making those silly mistakes, I won't be a profitable trader doing that. As well as I want to teach you guys and show you guys how to be one. And so I can't be showing you guys and I can't be telling you guys one thing and showing you guys a different. You see what I'm saying? So that's on me to get better with. And I'm going to get better. I'm not going to be doing that no more completely. I'm not going to be revenge trading. Not going to be trading whenever I know I shouldn't be. Not trading when I'm not focused. And we're going to be capitalizing on these trades, all right? I love every single one of y'all with me, guys. And please comment and drop any questions if you guys have any questions and stuff on my videos, okay? And what you guys want to see going forward, okay? So real quick, let's see what news we have coming Monday. I believe we have some big news coming Monday. I thought we had some big news coming Monday. I guess not. Monday's gonna be a pretty much whatever the market wants to do, but it's pretty much no data day. No data day on Monday. Tuesday is really a no data day. Wednesday is the day, okay? Wednesday of next week we'll have core inflation rate, month on month, year after year, inflation rate, month on month, year after year, CPI, which is very big, consumer price inflation. We'll have crude oil stocks exchange, and 17-week bill auction. Okay, so we'll get to that when we get to that. But so far Monday, I'm not seeing a big day. It could probably be a flat day. But we're gonna trade price and see what price wants to do. We might have some news that comes out with Trump or trade deals or whatever, and we'll see what goes on. Okay, that's it. I don't want to make this video too long. Remember, a Sunday recap is still coming. I just had to get on here and show you guys my trade that I had on Friday. I love every single one of y'all who are with me on the journey. And remember, guys, stay persistent, passionate. Make sure y'all get paid. All right, peace.